What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Basketball Wives. This is season 10, you guys, episode number 8. Alright, you guys, so this episode of Basketball Wives, I don't even have a lot of notes for it, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk a lot about the episode. But before we do jump into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I'm gonna need you guys to do me that solid favor and stop taking me out on this date, having me pay for it. At the end of it, you guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on those post notifications and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let us discuss Basketball Wives season 10 episode number 8, shall we? Alright, you guys, so I did not watch last week's episode. I don't intend to go back and watch last week's episode, so I don't know what happened last week. But this week, we see that the ladies, they are heading to Vegas to celebrate Duffy's birthday. And this is potentially going to be Duffy's last, time being a DJ for French Montana, which I still think that she needs to reevaluate that situation. Just because your man wants you to stop working for French, I get that Iman wants her to be there for the child. That's fine and that's cool and whatnot, but don't give up your shit. Like, don't give up your income. Don't do that. I still say don't do that. So we see as all the ladies, they arrive in Vegas and they're on one of those little party buses, and Jackie told Duffy that she had a surprise for her. I was like, a surprise from Jackie Christie? I would say fuck no. If Jackie told me she had a surprise for me, I would tell Jackie, I'm good, sis. We good. I don't need no surprises from Jackie. So we see the ladies as they pull up to a camel safari. I was like, okay. I mean, we know Jackie is weird, but I was like, this is even weird for Jackie. A camel safari. And then when Jackie got on, she spit in that camel's face. I'm like, Jackie, you gonna look stupid if this camel, you spitting in his face. And I'm like, you gonna look stupid if he says, oh, dumb follow dumb, and spit back in her face. Because that was just dumb. Ain't no way in hell I would have done that. But, Jackie did it. So the good ladies then all got off of the little, the Jeep. And that left Malaysia and Angel on there. So Malaysia and Angel are talking. And Angel is talking about how she's just not over, the situation that previously happened with, you guys, is it Nia? I think her name is Nia. So she's not over that situation with the Nia girl. And you guys remember she posted that meme on her Instagram stories about having, some out of wedlock food or whatever she said. I didn't think it was when the lady said something about it, it wasn't like a big deal. It was super shady, but it wasn't a big deal. And then I was thinking to myself, like, she said in her interview that she has a child out of wedlock. Why didn't y'all just hit her back with that? Like, oh, you want to be funny and say, oh, you finna have some out of wedlock food. Girl, you've already had some. Like, hit her with a 1-2 combo. She's been funny. Hit her back with the funny. But they didn't. So they get back, all the ladies get back on the bus. And then Brooke asked them what were they talking about. Now I didn't understand how that had anything to do with Brooke, because Malaysia and Angel stopped talking when they came back. I wanted Angel just to stand in what she said in that moment. I think that's one of my issues with Angel. Angel, she says things, but she doesn't firmly stand in what she says. You should have said, well, when Brooke's big mouth ass came back and said, what were y'all talking about? You should have said, well, we were just talking about an old girl right here. And the fact that, I'm still not over that meme that she posted. And it could have been squashed right then and there. So then they go sit down and they have something to eat. So that's when Angel does bring it up again. And the Nia girl, she apologizes to Angel. And Angel's like, she doesn't feel like her apology was sincere. I was like, really? Because, I don't even know this girl like that. And I kind of felt like her apology was sincere. Maybe I was wrong. If you guys, because I know a lot of you guys watched last season and you guys know her a little bit better than I do. Do you guys believe she was sincere? So then she said that she felt ganged up on at the gender reveal party. And with that one, I can actually give her that. Because I do feel like she was ganged up on at the gender reveal party. Because you had Brooke who came over there. You had Rockstar. You had Duffy. So yeah, I can see how she felt ganged up on. I definitely give her that. And I see how she felt ganged up on. So then, I don't know. It was interesting to me the fact that Duffy and Brooke came at her sideways, and I'm like, "What y'all coming at her for?" All this girl said was she felt ganged up on by y'all, and rightfully so, because y'all did gang up on this girl. So I just didn't understand why they were so upset with her. And literally, she didn't even mention Brooke. Brooke just hopped into the situation. But she did mention Duffy, and Duffy's like, yeah, I went and got Rockstar because Angel is pregnant. Why did you go get Rockstar in the first fucking place? Like, y'all act as if this girl said something that was detrimental to Angel. It's as if y'all said, it's as if she said Rockstar is not Angel's baby daddy. It's as if she said something that was just unearthing. Like, y'all just act like it was something so severe that she said. All the meme said was, something about some out of wedlock baby, some out of wedlock food. She was being facetious. She was being funny, and y'all took it so to heart, and I just don't understand why. So then she and Duffy are arguing with each other, and I'm just like, where did this argument come from? Why are they arguing? Like, I just didn't understand it. No parts of me understood that argument because they just kept going back and forth. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all arguing about? And then more specifically, Duffy, what are you arguing with her about? It ain't that deep, my nigga. Like, it really ain't that damn deep. Like, I was thoroughly confused. Thoroughly confused. So Angel says, you know what? Because eventually Duffy left, her and British left. And, Angel went to the side, had a conversation with them. And she was like, I'm choosing to believe that your apology is sincere. But next time you might want to be mindful of what you post. And that part I agree with. Definitely be mindful of what you post, because obviously you're dealing with people who can't take a joke. But Angel, it's not even Angel. Because I know Angel is hormonal, so I'm not even coming at Angel. It's Duffy. It's Brooke. But honestly, you guys, with these women, I think that these women are looking for moments. And they're finding the most mundane, minute situations to be upset about. Kind of like how I feel about Brandy in Malaysia. Even though I understand Brandy to an extent, but it's like, sis, we beating this damn dead horse with a stick. So I'm gonna pause here, you guys, and we're gonna move forward. So when Duffy left, she left to go meet up with French Montana. So you guys know she's gonna be DJing for French for her birthday, and they're going over her set. So then she plays matchmaker between French Montana and British. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't really care, to be quite honest with you guys. So then, now it's so interesting with Duffy. She was very straightforward with trying to hook French and British up. But then when it came down to asking for what she really wanted, she couldn't get the words out. And British had to be like, French, she's asking for a feature. Because she's talking about she wants to do music. And he's like, okay. And she's like, that's when British was like, she's asking for a feature. And he was like, you got it. So she got a feature with French. So then we moved back over. So the ladies got to the mansion where they're staying at. And Duffy called them on the phone. And she was there. So they're all supposed to be meeting her for her birthday. And she asked them, like, where the sisters at? I only know the one name, Nia. I don't know what the other sister's name is. And the thing is with the sisters, I don't know who is who. So I'll just have to say thing one and thing two, because I don't know which one is which. I don't know who is Nia, and I don't know, and again, I don't know the other one's name. So I don't know which one is which. So yeah, thing one and thing two, and that's no disrespect to them. I don't mean any disrespect when I say thing one and thing two. It's just because I didn't watch last season, so I didn't get an introduction to them. So I don't really know who they are. Me watching season 10 is just, it looks to me watching season 10, it just looks like they're throwing these girls in to see if they can fit with the cast. Again, let me know from season 9, were they there from the beginning of season 9, or did they come in like at the halfway? Well, actually with season 9, that was a short season, wasn't it? Because it was COVID, that was a shorter season. Because I know that they didn't have a reunion. Season 9 was a shorter season. I know season 9 was a short season because they started filming and then COVID hit, and then they stopped filming, and then they decided to do the separate houses. Yeah, I don't know these two ladies, and I don't mean any disrespect by saying thing one and thing two. So I don't want anybody who likes them to get offended. Because it seemed like somebody got a little offended about a tweet that I made last night. I don't know. I couldn't really read the tweet. I know it was talking about, neither here nor there. Let's keep going. But she wants the sisters to sit out, don't want them to come to the club. And if I was the sisters, I would have been like, cool, we ain't got to come. It is what it is. So then we see and the funny thing is, the only ladies who actually went to the club was Brooke, British, and Brandy, the 3 B's. None of the other ladies showed up. Jackie said the next day she didn't show up because she was drunk. I don't know why Malaysia didn't go. I don't know why Jennifer didn't go. But those were the only ladies who went. So then the next morning we see Malaysia and Jackie. They talking to each other. Malaysia's talking about her kids and when she brought them back down to LA. And she thanks Jackie for, talking to her. And she says that she is willing to have a conversation with Brandy. Now, I don't know what happened during the filming process, but I do know that somewhere in filming, Malaysia stopped. She's not really filming with any other ladies at a certain point. I don't know if that's in the back. I don't know if that's the second half of it. I'm pretty positive it's the second half. But I'm interested to see what happened because we'll talk about it. But Jackie is talking about her relationship with Doug. We all know that Doug is now a coach. Jackie said, when Doug was in the NBA, she used to travel with him. And we know that. But now that she has her podcast, she won't say the show. And that'd be my thing with the Basketball Wives ladies. I know they can't break the fourth wall, but damn, we all know what y'all are trying to say. Because she's saying everything is in LA. Her podcast and this damn show. Without this, if it weren't for this show, I'm pretty sure Jackie would go with Doug. But since Basketball Wives is still a thing, she's not going with Doug. We're at the end of my notes, you guys. So I'm going to pause here and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode. So we see all the ladies and they're in the kitchen and I guess they're getting ready for breakfast or whatever. So Jackie, she sits with the ladies and she's talking to all the ladies about, Doug. Just what I said a few minutes ago. The fact that, she's been married to Doug for 20 something years, been with him for 30 years. And when he was playing basketball, she traveled with him to his games. But now that they're in different stages of their lives, again, she can't say it, but it's the show. Because of this show and her podcast, she just can't really get up and go, but she is thinking about it. I'm like, as long as Basketball Wives is a thing, Jackie Christie ain't going nowhere. I really do wonder how much these women get paid to be on Basketball Wives. I wonder how much VH1 pays them, VH1 and Shed Media. I wonder how much they get paid from VH1, Shed Media, and Viacom. Because, she's talking about her husband, but I'm like, shit. Tell them motherfuckers that they're going to have to film you. They can film me while I'm here in LA with the ladies, but then when my husband is traveling, baby, either y'all going to bring them cameras with us, we're going to make this a girls trip, we're going to make this a cast trip, something. But I'm going to be with my husband. But I know, like I said, probably since Jackie can't really, it's not something that she could probably do. So the lady said that they'll check on, Jackie more. And, Brooke tells Jackie to do what is best for Jackie. That is staying on this show because she wants the money. So then Malaysia, she takes the time out to apologize to Brandy. And I was like, thank God for this. Because she said she didn't know about Brandy's dad. And Brandy received that. But I was like, Brandy, that's a but. That's a but. There's a but. Just say, I accept your apology. Because she said she hears her, but when you did find out about him, you didn't say. I'm like, oh my God, girl. Why are you backtracking? Just say, girl, I hear you. You said you didn't know. I accept your apology. Don't put a but in that at all. Accept it or not. But she accepted it. They hugged and they moving on. I think it's going to be short-lived, to be quite honest with you. But hey, we shall see. But I know Brandy missed Malaysia. You can tell. You can literally tell that Brandy missed Malaysia. So then the two sisters came in, right? So Duffy lost me in this moment. Because Duffy asked all the ladies why didn't they come to her party. Jackie said she was drunk. I don't know what Malaysia said. I don't know what Brandy said. I mean, not Brandy, but Jennifer said. Don't care. The sisters came in. When the sisters came in, Duffy asked them why didn't they come to her birthday party. I was like, wait a minute. Wait. Run that back to me just a minute. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't you say on FaceTime that you didn't want them to come? Oh, but what happened is she said she felt bad about it and the club is big enough, and she texted them and told them to come. Say what? Girl, you must have lost your motherfucking mind. You disinvite me somewhere and then you text me and say, oh, you know what? It's a big enough club. You guys can come. I would have sent her back the middle finger emoji and said, fuck you. Like, I literally would have told her, fuck you, because I'm not coming. Like, that's rude as fuck, number one, to invite me somewhere and then uninvite me, disinvite me, whichever one you want to say, is rude as hell. And I was thinking, and I tweeted this last night about the sisters. How old are they? Because I don't know I don't know anything about these sisters. They give me very young because honestly, with me, if I don't feel welcome somewhere, I am going to leave. And I've been in that position plenty of times before. I've been in that situation twice in my lifetime where I felt unwanted and I went home. I was like, fuck it. I literally said, fuck it. Because, and I'll tell you guys the situation. It's a dumb situation, to be quite honest with you guys. So you guys know I'm adopted. So my biological my brother and my cousin, they got into it with some cousins of mine that I grew up with. Now, these cousins are literally, we grew up together. We were raised like as brother and sister. So when I look at them, those are my sisters and my brothers. Like they are my siblings in a way. So my cousins got into it with my brother and my other cousin. And they got mad at me because I didn't take their side, because I was on the side of my other cousins. I'm like, and my mama was like, so they got mad at you because, and my mom and my aunt was like, wait a minute, they got mad at you because you took my cousin's name, Sade and Reba. They got mad at you because you took Day and Reba's side. I was like, exactly. They were like, that's dumb. They were like, you were raised with them. They were like, if you're gonna take anybody's side, it's gonna be theirs. Which it was kind of stupid, them getting into it. But at the end, I was like 13, 14 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna take my cousins that I grew up. These are the people that I'm gonna always be with. Like they're not going anywhere. You guys aren't going anywhere either. But I know that at the end of the day, they got my back. Like these two got my back. So what happened is I went to spend the night with my cousin and my brother them, and they ignored me the entire night. So what I did was I called my mom. I said, hey, they ignoring me, so I'm ready to come home. And she came and picked me up. And I went back home. And then they gonna ask, well, then after I got home, they gonna call and ask, why did you go home? I'm like, because y'all ignored me. I'm not gonna sit somewhere and feel unwelcomed and ignored. I'm gonna go home. I am going to go home, and I'm going to go to my cousins that I know will talk to me. Like, the fuck? Get out of here with that shit. So that's how I felt about the sisters. I was just like, why would y'all stay in a situation where y'all know that y'all are not welcomed? Like, I just didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. It felt like they're trying to fit in And then someone was like, well, the same could be said for Brooke. I'm not denying that Brooke is trying to fit in. But the thing what I said was, why would the sisters stay in a situation where they're not welcome, they're not wanted? These women are I feel like if anybody wants those sisters there, it would be Jackie, because y'all know Jackie just wants to keep the peace. That is the only person. But other than that, these women don't see it for y'all. Then they start getting into it. Now, see, Duffy had me fucked up again when she threw something at one. I don't know which one she threw something at, but she threw something at one of them girls. And then not Malaysia, but Brandy came and got in between it. I'm like, nah, Brandy. Well, actually, no. Before that, Brandy had already came and got in between one of the girls and Duffy. But then Duffy threw a styrofoam cup, a plate at her or something like that. I'm like, that's so fucking disrespectful. That girl didn't do shit to you, and here you are throwing something at her. So then you see Brooke throw something at the other one. I'm like, what the fuck? This is the reason why this is one of the reasons why I don't do Basketball Wives, because of stupid shit like this. But I'm not pissed off or anything like that. I just didn't understand it. And then they want to get in their feelings when one of the girls get up with the glass and she throws it. I think she tossed. I know she broke that motherfucker. I don't know, and I know she threw something and it hit Brandy. But now y'all want to be. I'm pretty sure in the next week's episode they're gonna be in their feelings. But y'all started with them. They were just finishing the situation. Again, I don't know these girls, so I don't have a side to be on. But in this instance, I have one side to be on, and it's those sisters. I'm on those sisters' side because the things that the ladies were doing, Duffy and Brooke more specifically, was uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. But Duffy started it. And let's be honest. And I want to put this on the forefront. I don't have a favorite on this show at all. I like all the ladies the same, which is this much. I don't like Jennifer. I don't like Malaysia like that no more. I definitely don't like Brandy. I don't like Brooke. I don't like Duffy. I don't like Angel. I don't like Jackie. I don't like any of these women. And when I say I don't like them, I'm not a stan. I'm not a fan. I'm just watching this show as a viewer. So I don't have a favorite. I have no favorite. So I don't want anybody to be like, oh, well, you say this because you don't like. No, they all have equal playing field with me. No favorites. I don't follow any of them. I've never tweeted any of them. Have I? No, never. I've never tweeted any of them. I've never followed any of them. So yeah, I don't have a dog in that fight. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you guys think about Basketball Wives. Get down in the comments, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, you guys, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.